Here we are this time of year where a lot of you have your windows open to get some of the nice fresh air from the not overheated summer that we're having. So you got screens on your windows, especially important with all the bugs which are out there, because who wants a big old fly or mosquito hanging around? But what do you do if your screen gets a tear in it? We've got your back this morning with how you can fix it yourself. Say hello to John Creaser from Page Hardware in beautiful Guilford, joining us to tell us how you can fix a screen yourself. John, I have tried this before once. I was not particularly successful. The way you have it designed here, though, it doesn't look that tough. Explain the steps here.
Well, these are the tools you're going to want. The screen roller.
Yeah, no, this is key right here. Can you see that? Okay.
Utility knife. A screwdriver.
Big screwdriver.
And some scissors.
All right.
What you do is you use the spline. You can reuse it.
You call it a spline, which is like it's a sort of a rubber liner.
Correct.
Okay.
It's going to go in this groove. It's good to have a piece that's a bit oversized. It'll go into the groove easier.
Now, when you talk about the groove, it's sort of like the inside groove on the frame of the screen right through there. You buy an oversized piece of screen for the size that you're trying to fill.
It'll be easier to handle.
Yes.
And that's correct. This is going to go right into the groove. The first thing we want to do is kind of form that in a little bit.
And you cautioned me, don't push too hard, because the mistake that I made was I think using this, pushed too hard and cut the screen before I ever gave it a chance to work.
That's true, and one side of the roller is better to use than the other one. I'm going to start that a little bit with the screwdriver, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the roller, making sure that I use the nice round edge, and I'm going to begin to push that in there.
All right, and that is what holds the screen inside the frame.
Yes.
You say start it with the screwdriver and then use the roller the rest of the way.
I tucked it in, and then when we get to the corner, some people will cut it at the corner, or what you can do is push that in. We're going to cut these edges now with the scissors, and later on you will see why we do that. That's to keep it from kind of...
You're cutting in diagonally toward the corner of the frame.
Correct. That's to keep it from buckling up.
This is key.
And then when you turn it around, you're going to do the opposite edge from the one that you did. Again, we're going to groove that in, kind of give us a little bit of a start there.
Why is it important to go opposite first instead of right angles?
That'll prevent it from buckling up. What you're doing is you're going to stretch it across. We'll take another piece of the spline.
And then the same deal again.
Same thing again.
All right, you were good enough to have another frame here where the job is a little closer to being finished here. Now, one last question as we show this. Do you cut off the excess right down to the frame? Do you leave any sort of slack on the sides?
If you leave a little bit, that's not a problem. I like to leave just a little bit when I do it. We're going to trim it off like this.
As you do that, let's get a look at some of the tools that you just showed us that you'll need for this job right here.
Okay.
The beautifully named spline, and then the roller, which is really key, the screen, of course, which is very inexpensive, right? And you sell the frames as well.
Correct.
And then the utility knife, which has done a very nice job of cutting it right there. And you have a very, very clean job here that just about any, even amateur DIY guy can handle.
Yeah, it's something that you can do at home. We have all the tools you need at the store. The screening in different sizes. It comes in black, it comes in gray. There's also aluminum screening, and there's PET screening if you have that kind of a necessity.
Your store also works on fixing grills, which some of you might be having trouble with as the summer gets going. We're going to talk about that in the next segment. Can you hang out with us for a while?
Love to.
All right.